Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. So if you were wondering where I have been, I've been posting videos pretty frequently, like every day, every other day, but I missed a few days because my arm is screwed up. So for those of you who do not know, there's no way that you would know. Basically, I have an implant in my arm called Implant, and before I say anything, I am not a doctor. I don't claim to be a doctor. Everything I'm saying is things that have happened to me. Does not mean that it'll happen to you. Blah, 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 disclaimer, just this is my personal experience, my personal story. What doctors have told me, things that I have found on the internet, does not mean that it's the same stuff that'll happen to you. So don't freak yourself out. Don't get crazy over this. It's just the story time, all right? Okay, so basically I have an implant in my arm for birth control, which is called Implant. So you get the option to implant it for certain amounts of years. You could do like 1 year, you could do like 3 years, you could do 5 years, whatever you want. Okay, I don't know if those are the actual years, whatever you want. Anyways, point of the story is that mine is for 3 years. So I got mine in 3.5 years ago. I waited a little bit longer to get it changed out because a lot of things happened with shipping it to the right location, because you have to call and get them to ship the piece to your your gynecologist and whatever. So basically it had got lost and I had to do a bunch of things, so it came late. So it ended up being like about a year and a few months. I mean 3 years and a few months since I had gotten it in. So I went to get it changed out and I was extremely scared. Also, can I just say trigger warning? Like if you're squeamish, like one of my friends at work, I was telling her what happened because I went to work the day that I got this done, even though I shouldn't have, and I messed it up and made it worse. And she was freaking out. She was literally like running around, like she was like, please stop. And anytime anyone else would ask me the story, she was like standing by me. She would be like, oh, fuck this, like, and she would run because she was just, I don't know, she's just very squeamish. So squeamish, trigger warning. Anyways, so basically, I went to go get it out and I was absolutely horrified because I don't like doctors. I don't like needles. I don't like the idea of someone chopping me up while I'm awake, because you are awake while they do this procedure. So basically what they do is they give you, they gave me 4 shots. I guess it just depends on like size of your arm, how you react to like numbing and stuff like that. So they put some numbing cream on first. And I think I might have had a small allergic reaction to the numbing cream first, which, I mean, nothing really bad happened. It just caused like some red spots around my arm. So that happened first, but my doctor was like, you know, like it should be fine. She said, you know, if anything happens, just take some Benadryl. So I was like, cool, whatever. So she gives me 4 shots to numb me, and honestly, the shots, they felt like a prick, but it wasn't like anything unbearable. So then they cut me open. And I was not watching. I was crying like a little baby and holding my mom's hand, even though I'm an adult. That's fine. My mom went with me, so I ended up freaking out. I actually, whenever I'm in pain, I laugh. So I was like nervously laughing. My doctor was like, are you okay, sis? And it was even weirder because there was 2 nurses who were training. So there was 2 nurses in there watching. And it was so weird because the last time I went, I actually, I was getting a pap smear and getting like normal gynecology things. And there was nurses in training while I was getting my pap smear, so they were watching. So it was so uncomfortable. And it was the same, one of them was the same nurse who watched me get my arm cut open, so she must be like in training or something with like under my doctor. So anyways, so so they cut me open and they go to take the old one out. So my doctor had made the decision that she was going to take the old one out and put the new one in the same hole, so that way if there was any scarring, there would only be 1 scar, right? Okay. So she goes to get it out, and I did not look during this whole time because I literally would have thrown up, passed out, died, and jumped off a cliff, because that is horrifying to me. I can't look at myself being cut open. My mom was watching because she's a freak and she likes horror movies and stuff like that. She was like, ooh, she was watching, freak. Anyways, so all I felt was like a lot of like moving. Like I didn't feel any pain, but like she had me laid down with my arm up like this because it's in right here. So I was just kind of laying back like on the gynecologist table, you know, and my arm was up like this, and she was just going to town, and she kept like pressing, like she was like pressing down like this. I guess she was trying to like pop the old one up. So basically, because the old one had been inside of me for so long, it had bonded to like my tissue. So they had to like squeeze around my tissue and like chop some stuff up and wiggle some things around. And and so they eventually got it out, but it had got stuck, so it took a little bit longer than normal. She was just squishing and chopping and slicing and pulling, and oh, it was so uncomfortable and such a strange feeling. So they eventually got it out, and once they got it out, she goes to put the new one in, and she had to like open some things up and move some things around inside my arm, and she eventually got the new one in, but it feels, oh, it's so terrible. It feels so bulky in my arm, and I know it'll go away because, like I said, I had my other one for three and a half years. I don't remember how it felt when I first got it in, so I don't remember if I felt this way last time or not. I know I probably should, but I don't. But it feels so bulky in my arm. Like I can feel it right here. I can feel the bar in my arm. And the other side of it, the part that like, if she put it in on the right side, say the left side of the bar is like pushing into my skin. So it feels so uncomfortable. Like it's not so much that it really hurts. It just feels like something is jabbed. Like it feels like someone's taking a makeup brush and like going like that in my arm every time I move, just because it's not healed. So I have it bandaged up. I've had it wrapped for 24 hours. My doctor told me, not 24 hours, 48 hours. She told me keep it wrapped for 2 days. 3 days, I can't get it wet. So I've been like being very careful when I shower. My boyfriend's been helping me and taking my medicine, and I'm cleaning it, and I'm being responsible. But I just wanted to tell you guys this story because there's really no reason. I just felt like I wanted to share this story with the girls out there who watched this, just in case you were thinking of getting it. Just be aware that these things can happen. Nothing's dangerous, even though they had to like, go a little deeper in my tissue and chop some things and move some things around. It's nothing that's gonna hurt me. I'm going to be fine, but it's just kind of more like a warning to people who are looking into getting Nexplanon, that just be prepared for these things. I mean, I've had it for, like I said, 3.5 years and not pregnant yet. So definitely works. Nexplanon is actually one of the birth controls that works the best. Like in my doctor's office, I don't know about y'all's gynecologist, but in mine's office, she has like this chart, and it says like the birth controls that like work the best to the lowest, and like their percentage rate of effectiveness and things like that. And so the IUDs, I think those are the letters IUD, something like that, I don't know. Those and the implant are the ones that work the best. And then the next one down, it was like 1 in 100 women get pregnant from Nexplanon and stuff like, and like implants and things. And then it was like 10 in 100 people can still get pregnant while taking the shot and pills and stuff like that. And then the next one was like pulling out, like, I don't know, it's just like random things. And it has like the little percentage of women who've gotten pregnant next to it. And I personally know a lot of people who have I know it's 3 people off the top of my head right now, and that's just 3 that I know in my personal life. I'm sure I know more, like, and I just don't know that they got pregnant while on the shot. But I know people who have gotten pregnant on the shot. I do not trust the shot. I do not like the shot. I don't like needles in general, so that wouldn't even be an option for me. But I know way too many people who've gotten pregnant on the shot to ever get it. So if you do have the shot, please be careful, because it's not, it's not effective 100%. I do know people who've gotten pregnant on the pill too. And I know myself, I'm a lazy person. I would not be good at taking a pill. I would forget all the time, and I would not be responsible with it, and it's just not for me. So if people are like, well, why do you have the implant if it's causing you all these problems? It's because it's what's effective for me. I feel like me and my boyfriend are in agreement on this, that we are not in a place financially, mentally, or physically to have a child right now. I don't want a child right now. Stay away from me, kids. If I have baby fever, I'm going to my sister's house. She has 2 beautiful little boys over there. I got my godchildren, those 2 little beautiful boys. So if I have any type of baby fever, I'm gonna go hang out with them, and then they'll probably annoy me to death, and I don't have baby fever anymore. So sis is not having kids right now. So I'm safe for the next 3 years. So I just wanted to share this little story with you guys, just in case y'all were wondering. If you guys have any questions about Nexplanon or anything else regarding to any type of birth control, please comment below. I have lots of knowledge. Like I said, I've been dealing with this for a long time. Before I was on Nexplanon, I was taking the pill. So, but I have a lot of health issues, like female health issues that my doctor has just felt like the pill was not what was best for me. But like I said, if you have any questions about anything, let me know. I do have a lot of knowledge. Thank you so much for watching this. If any boys watched this, I'm so sorry that you watched this. I don't know why you clicked on a birth control video. I mean, I don't know if that's like a sexist or like gender insulting thing to say, but I don't know why a boy would click on a birth control video. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching this. Let me know if you have any questions, and I will see y'all with a regularly scheduled video, hopefully tomorrow. Bye.